cheek so that he, too, could hear it. The thin hiss of aging skin. He ran to the chemist to buy her face cream. The trishaw driver stops to inquire at a garage. The mechanic there tells them to keep going to the very top of the hill. The road jolts them left and right. Whole shovels full of asphalt have been scooped out by hard rains. As they continue upward, they pass a gas meter reader who, fortuitously, has just come from the cottage. "Okkoma kadila," he says. Then, addressing the trishaw driver, he adds, "Taniyen yanna denne pa?" The young woman bristles at the man's cautionary directive, then accepts it. She and the trishaw driver continue a little further until they find the cottage's elderly caretaker. Even at this early hour, his breath smells of toddy, and his legs are unsteady. He seems irritated at the intrusion and frowns. Worried he will turn them away, she smiles. She wishes she had a bottle of something to bribe him with. But her fears are refuted. He beckons to them and lets them in. They enter the grounds of Nell Cottage, and she is astonished. The pergola still drips with red bougainvillea, although some of its brick columns have crumbled into the grass. The entrance to the house is magnificent. Its wall covered in square terracotta tiles with Kandian dancers sculpted in relief on each one. Yet the front garden has been uprooted by wild pigs, and as she steps inside the house, she sees that the cottage has been gutted by the rains. The ceiling has caved in, the floor strewn with glass shards glinting now like thousands of fallen stars. "Balagana," says the caretaker, and he puts out an arm to keep her back. She scans what's left of the living room. Its floor now a pulpy mess. Leaves of paper are scattered everywhere. The bespoke shelves that the architect had built, once orderly and chic, have collapsed like a stack of wet crackers. Sodden plans stick to an equally sodden desk. Ivy has taken root on the splintered walls, trailing across the floor, leading their gaze deeper into the house. The hallway is part jungle, part ancient ruin. Halfway in, a lone slipper lies upside down, as if cast off by an impatient foot. The house is at once desolate and richly fertile. The student's thoughts return to the villa on the hill. She thinks it too will succumb once the people living there leave. If not succumb, then the inevitable drive to modernize this town, this country, will see the villa razed to the ground to make way for another hotel. Again, she regrets coming here with no money, no plan, nothing but her need to know. They pick their way forward through the remains of unidentifiable rooms. A small bird flies in as if from nowhere and is immediately swallowed up by green. Wherever they look, they find a mix of unconnected materials, pages torn from magazines, melting photographs, broken plates, a muddy cushion, unopened letters. An absence of clues to the function of this part of the cottage disorients them, but their confusion is soon righted a few paces on. The student is the first to see it, a white bathtub, now mossy and overflowing with ivy. This once elegant claw-footed tub is the source of the profusion of green swallowing up Nell Cottage. Or so it seems to her. "Kaurut nonawa visit karene," says the caretaker. "Vasahinda." He tells them the architect fell while getting out of the bathtub and lay on the floor for days before anyone found her. She died later in hospital, remembered by no one. The student imagines the architect curled like a gecko on the ground, and before that, sitting in Nell Cottage, stern and lonely in her old age. She never married, had no children. The student thinks of her, drawing up plans while dreaming of the man she loved. Le Corbusier was a tall man, the architect had once said.